when it comes to red tide. The good is that it's looking better inside the bay. Downtown St. Pete, those areas, the samples are looking better. The bad is there's still a lot of high concentrations out by the beaches.
And that story brought up such a good point that we're still seeing that trend where go 10 miles up the road, 10 miles south. It may not be as much of an issue as where you end up being at that exact moment. It is a little more isolated. The big story, though, is just it's impacting all up and down our Gulf Coast and along the Gulf as well. So that is why the National Weather Service went ahead and put out this beach hazard statement. Basically, respiratory issues associated with red tide could be possible with symptoms like coughing, sneezing, even noticing your eyes starting to kind of tear up. And then you want to just make sure you kind of head home, wash all that off of you before you sit on any furniture. You just kind of like allergens. You just want to get all that stuff off of your body because that could still, again, lead to some impacts that you feel throughout the day. We are looking at partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies still lingering around with us. I'm seeing a little bit of that cloud cover trying to break apart along the immediate Gulf Coast. That will allow for a beautiful sunset at 8:22 this evening. But heading inland, we are still dealing with some of that lighter scattered rain. The heaviest is already pushed off the east coast, but parts of Polk County, even Highlands County, you're seeing a little bit of that residual light scattered rain holding on tightly. Nothing to really worry about for your evening plans, thankfully. But what this rain did earlier today kept temperatures on the lower end. 87 degrees is our afternoon high when normal should be around 91. That's not a bad day. Yeah, it still felt warmer out there, but we did pick up nearly half an inch of rain over at the airport. Some gauges, especially along the coast, a little bit heavier than that. Live view from St. Petersburg. There's the beautiful pier off in the distance from our Happy Theater weather camera. 83 degrees. That still feels like 90. So again, that humidity is still going to make these temperatures feel a little bit warmer on your skin for your evening plans, but it's much more comfortable than what we had dealt with, let's say, last weekend or even much of last week. And you'll see those isolated rain chances stay on the lower end. We're going to keep a 20% chance to a 30% chance over the next couple of hours to maybe have an isolated brief shower move through, but look at that as the sun's already starting to come down over Clearwater Beach, looking fantastic out there and mostly dry as well. Boaters, heads up tomorrow. We'll keep seas around 2 feet. Winds out of the southwest, continuing to see that onshore flow. 10 knots and keeping about a light chop out on the bay. Overhead, we had an abundant amount of moisture. We saw it yesterday. We saw it today with that scattered rain, not only really becoming more widespread, but then kind of sitting over the coastline pretty steadily over the several hours. Now, as we go through this evening and even into tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit of a day of change. We'll see those rain chances still in the forecast, but I do think some drier air is going to try to cut into that, and that will limit the coverage of any showers or storms we see over the next couple of days. Here's your future forecast. Your future radar showing those mostly to partly cloudy skies hanging out with us. Tomorrow morning, we try to keep that same trend going with that onshore flow, bringing a few morning coastal showers along I-75 there. But see how it's just not as numerous. It's not as scattered as what we've seen the past couple of mornings. I think there will be a fewer of them out there, and they won't stick around as long. Even into the afternoon, some of those showers and storms will struggle to hold on, and we'll kind of continue that even into your Saturday forecast as drier air again starts to cut in. Not totally bringing those rain chances down to a zero, but it will be helping to at least make them more few and far between before early next week. Heads up on the radar. It will be busy once again with more widespread showers. So tonight really starting to stay quiet with those mostly cloudy skies. The more we lower those rain chances, though, by this weekend, that is really going to bump up the heat with highs in the mid 90s and once again feeling like those triple digits. Don't forget, you